Hi guys, welcome to my channel Beauty Basics by Lido. My name is Lido and I'm a lover of makeup and all things beauty. In this channel I do a lot of makeup reviews and sometimes makeup tutorials. So if that's the kind of makeup content you want to see, then please go ahead and support my channel by subscribing to my channel, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell so that every time I post you're notified. Also, don't forget to follow my Instagram account because I am quite active there and I post regularly different types of makeup content. So you can also check me out on Instagram. So let's move on to today's video. I'm actually testing some new makeup products this time. I kind of did like a mini haul in Sephora because I wanted to give myself my birthday. I've bought about 3 products. One is this Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Touch Concealer. I really wanted to try out this product because it's something new in the market, and then I actually just literally only have one concealer that I always reach out to, which is my Huda Beauty. So I wanted to test out something different and I wanted to test out something new, and I heard a lot of good reviews about this concealer as well. I actually picked this up in shade 14. I will demo this later on. And I also picked up this, which is the Huda Beauty Baby Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder in the shade Blondie. So why I picked up the mini size is because I wanted to try out the formula, and the best way to go about it is picking up these mini sizes before you commit to a larger size. So I got this, but I do have some thoughts on this, some interesting thoughts that I want to share later on. But I will sort of demo this product as well and let you guys know how it is. And lastly, I picked up this product, which is the Huda Beauty Python palette from her Wild Obsessions collection. I actually wanted to pick up the Jaguar palette as well, and there was a sale going on and it was really worth it for me to pick up this one and Jaguar. But then I kept it too long in my shopping cart that I missed out that offer. So I only got this one at the end of the day, but I will be getting the Jaguar one as well because I don't have that kind of color story in a 9-pan palette. So I do want to pick up Jaguar as well, but so far I just picked up Python and it's really cool, the packaging. You can see the shift, right? That snake shift. It's cool, it's something different. So quickly show you guys the color story. It's really nice. So I did try out this palette a few days ago. I did a tutorial for my IG account. I do have some thoughts on this as well, and you will get to know about it later on. So yeah, so let's move on to the demo bit of the video, and I've come actually closer to the camera so you can see my makeup. Okay, I've actually already done my base with the Fenty Beauty Skin Tint. So what I'm going to first do is do my eyes first. This palette is actually very versatile when you come to think about it. It's just a 9-pan palette, but you have neutral tones here, and then you have some green tones here. So it's very versatile. You can mix and match. And something that I found about this palette is that the colors complement each other so well that you can mix it around really nicely. So I'm going to go and prime my lids with the ABH concealer. I'm actually in the shade 14. So this shade is really nice to just conceal but not to brighten. So now I'm going to get this shade over here and actually put this all over my crease. I should have let my concealer set a bit before I went in with the eyeshadow, but since I was so impatient, I'm already there. You can see I put a little bit, but it's very pigmented, so that's nice. So I'm just going to do my crease. It's easy to blend as well. I'm just going to stamp the product first because I really don't want to disturb the concealer underneath it. It's really pigmented, guys. It's really pigmented. I think something nice from Huda's palettes that the quality is there. But I have experienced with her previous 9-pan palettes, like the Brown Obsessions collection and all, that some of the mattes have slightly a bit patchy, but then when you can blend it out. It is blendable, but it's just slightly patchy even when you swatch it. But these ones swatch really nicely, so I'm really having high expectations for this. So my crease is looking good. Now I'm just gonna go in with this lime shade, which is actually for the front. So if you follow me on IG, I actually did the same look on IG as well. Yep, so you can clearly see, right, the lime shade, the yellowish kind of shade. Just have to deepen it a bit here. So you actually don't need like a white base or anything, because this is nicely showing up on brown skin tone. I mean, of course, if I had a white base, the colors would pop more. But you know, this is nice by itself, right? Looks really good. Like usually this kind of color won't show up on brown skin tones, but this color is working, this shade is working. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a very nice lime color. It is kind of neon, I guess, but I don't know, I can't tell. So now I'm just gonna go in with this brown shade to sort of darken everything up and bring depth to my eyes. Actually, this is the only darkening shade in this palette, so that's kind of like a downside for me, I guess, because I don't really have many options. I can only do something with the dark shade being brown. Yeah. Pigmented. Oh my god, it's really pigmented. I'm just going to use this kind of brush because it's a bit too large. So I'm just going to shade this out and, you know, it's definitely really easy to blend. I think that's kind of like obvious with all Huda Beauty formulas. Now I'm just gonna go in with this shade. Ooh, this is really, really nice. Just gonna swipe that over the lid. So I've actually sort of come to really enjoying using my fingers for the metallic shades. I mean, any palette it is, any formula it is, I just prefer using my fingers. Except for the Juicy Boost palette, that's like super pigmented that I can just use my brush like it is. So that's like really nice pressed glitter, which is, you know, picking up very well with the brush. Yeah. This is nice. It's way more pigmented than what I observed in the Brown Obsessions palette. Like when I put on the metallics, it doesn't really show up so much. I mean, I have to really work it for it to show up, but this one is really easy. It's nice. No fuss. I'm just gonna go in with the shade again and sort of blend it all out. Okay, so I'm really happy with the look that I've gotten here. I've sort of like elongated my eyes by really bringing it out. Usually I don't do this kind of look, especially when I go for like events or something. I'm not going to do this. It's just that I'm really having a lot of fun playing with makeup. So yeah, I hope you like this look. Okay, yeah. So far so good. Everything blended up nicely and it's pigmented. So that's amazing. Worth the money spent. So now I'm just going to use my ABH concealer to conceal my under eyes. So like I said, this concealer is not my brightening shade, but it is my concealing shade. So if I need to brighten, then I probably have to go like maybe one shade lighter. Actually, a little bit of this product goes a long way. So if you're my skin tone and if you need a brightening shade, then you have to probably go for shade 13, because what I'm using now is shade 14. So you can see how how easy it is to blend, and it immediately conceals your spots. So, you know, that's really nice. I'm not really going out anywhere, so I'm not going to do much on the concealing part. Sometimes when I'm going out and I want to, or I feel like covering my acne scars, then what I will do is I will just apply this on the scars itself, and then using my brush I will just push the product in so that it really covers it, and don't try to spread it out, because then you're not trying to cover your acne scars. You're not going to cover your acne scars at all. So just try to stamp it inside so that it gets covered. Okay, so I'm just going to be using this Huda Beauty setting powder now. So it's really cool, the packaging, how they've come up with it. It's a very kind of less messy packaging. Why is that? Is because you see, if I twist and I open it, it's this kind of sponge, so there is no way that there can be powder that is going to fall out. So that's nice, you're not really wasting product. You know, usually with loose powder there's so much of fallout and it gets messy. So this one, it doesn't get messy, so that's something nice about the packaging. But I do have some concerns regarding the packaging, which I will share with you guys later. So you can just take the product out like this, and then just stamp it in. Yeah, okay, so my face is set. I'm just going to finish the rest of my makeup, and then I'm going to come in and give my thoughts on all these products. So stay tuned. I'm also using this McGrath highlighter, which I thought, you know, I want to come and sort of show how this highlighter looks like. It's a very nice rosy kind of highlighter, really pretty on brown skin tone. So I'm just going to quickly demo to you right now. Can you see that beautiful highlight? It's very subtle, like it's not so blinding or anything. It's really nice. This was actually gifted by my sister. Yeah, I don't have that kind of money to buy McGrath, so yeah. So now I'm going to do my lower lid. I'm going to pick up this shade first. Then I'm just going to use this shade as well for the lower lid. And then a little bit of this as well. And then finally I'm going to use this shade in my inner corner. It is being nicely picked up by the brush, so that's nice. And also, as I am dipping into the shade, right, it's very dense, it's nice. So I'm just going to extend that. Ooh, that's really pretty. Oh, it's really nice. So now I'm just going to apply some mascara and lipstick off camera, and I'm going to be back with my thoughts. So I'm back. My full face is done. I hope you like this look that I've achieved. So let me spill the tea on all the products that I've used so far. So first, let's look at the ABH Magic Touch Concealer. I've kind of like come to find out that with this concealer, you don't need to powder so much because the formula is pretty long lasting. And I think it's really good in terms of concealing, covering up your acne scars if you have any. And then it really conceals my under eyes really well because I have dark circles. And this shade 14 is perfect for concealing it. This has a very thick formula, but it's easy to blend out and it doesn't feel heavy at all. It doesn't feel cakey at all. Another thing I wanted to point out that it comes with a doe foot applicator, which I kind of prefer more than my Huda Beauty concealer, because this way I can control the amount of product that I apply on my under eyes, and a little goes a long way. So I think this is really worth it for the price. So the concealer I would really recommend to anybody. It's a 10 out of 10. If you're looking for a good concealer, something that is very long lasting and full coverage, then I would really recommend the ABH concealer. Moving on to the second product, which is actually my Huda Beauty setting powder, the mini version of it. It's really nice. It doesn't create a mess at all. But what I really don't like is that inside it's a really small circumference inside, and I can't really put my brush inside and get the powder out because it's sort of designed in a way where you can only use it with this sponge. So it's a bit difficult for me because I really like to use a brush when it comes to setting all those small areas. It's a bit difficult to get in there with a setting puff or a sponge. So that's the one thing that I sort of don't like with this packaging, because it's only able to be used with the sponge that comes with this product. But you know, apart from that, the formula is really nice. It's not very drying. I think I might like this better than my Fenty Beauty powder. I don't know, I have to test it out and see. It's just the packaging is a bit off for me. I think I definitely would like to try the bigger version of it once I'm done with this. If you really like the mini version, then go ahead and try it with it. If you like to use brushes to apply your setting powder, then I will tell you, don't go for this, go for the big version, because the formula is nice, it's just the packaging is off. Moving on to my last product, which is actually the Python palette from Huda Beauty's Wild Obsession collection. I have to say, the color story is something I don't have in my collection, so it's really nice. All these colors work well with brown skin tone, and also at the same time all these colors complement each other. So it's not like the greens only go with the greens, and it's not like these neutral colors only go with the neutral colors. So the shades that have been picked really goes well together. You can mix and match very nicely. And I have to say, this time around the formula has really improved. The mattes are not at all patchy, and then also the metallic shades are really buttery. They're much buttery, and they're sort of like similar to the formula that I got in the Huda Beauty Naughty palette. So I think her quality is really improving, which is really good, because as a brand you want to maintain that consistent formula across all of your products, right? So you have good quality across the board. I have to say, like, you know, it blended nicely, it was pigmented. So I would say, if you don't have this kind of color story, then go for it. And I would actually really recommend you to try one of her palettes from this collection, because it's really different from all the other smaller brand palettes that she has created. If you're thinking of wanting to purchase something from her Brown Obsession collection or from her gemstone collection, I think, if I'm not mistaken, then stop right there, because you should get this one instead. She also has a neutral palette in this, which is a tiger palette. So, you know, you can sort of get neutral colors from there. Then you also have a pink palette, which is a chameleon palette. And then you also have a very smoky black palette, which is a jaguar palette. So I would really tell you to sort of consider these palettes if you're going to buy any of Huda Beauty's smaller pen palettes. And it's like her new launch, so it's good to try out the new launches. Yeah, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this chit-chatty version of me testing new makeup. And if you really like this video, and if you like this look, or if you've tried any of the products that I've mentioned, then please go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section, and I also would love to chat with you there. So let me know if you have any other products that you want me to review. You can please go ahead and let me know in the comment section, and then also don't forget to like this video. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'll see you in another video with another review. Bye guys!